our brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Okere community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This is an address by the Indigenous People of Okere Community of Okere Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. Distinguished members of the press, esteemed leaders, and fellow citizens of Nigeria, we bring to you greetings on behalf of the good people of Okere Community, particularly Oborevwori FCC, members of Okere Community Elders Council, and other segments that make up the community. We are gathered today to address the matter of urgent concern, the renewed, illegal, and provocative incursion of the jaws of Ogbe-Ijoh in Warri South West local government area of Delta State into the territories of Warri South local government area, particularly Okere community. This present development threatens peaceful coexistence, the safety of lives and property, and the territorial integrity of the Okere people of Warri Kingdom. Historical and legal position. Gentlemen of the press, permit me to intimate you that the facts are clear and undisputed. For nearly a century, judicial pronouncements have affirmed that the jaws have no land ownership rights in Warri Urban or Warri South local government area of Delta State. In landmark rulings, including judgments of 1928, 1956, and 1964 respectively, declared rightful ownership of Warri lands with the jaws, perpetually barred from laying claim. If I may go further, I am the counsel to a matter that was instituted by Oborevwori FCC and 10 others versus the Governor of Delta State and 2 others. The suit number is W/277/2012 before the High Court here in Warri. And the year 2013, the jaws of Ogbe-Ijoh, they came by way of application to join the suit over a land dispute between the state government and the Okere people. They came, they filed the application for joinder, and Marshal Mukoro, former Chief Judge of Delta State and former Admin Judge of Warri High Court, was the presiding judge. And of course, he had an option that to throw out the application. They were totally barred, according to various judgments that were reached by Supreme Court. Going further, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when the matter was introduced in 2013, the then Chief Judge of the State of Delta State, Honorable Justice Marshal Mukoro, dismissed it outrightly, describing it as an attempt to litigate a settled Supreme Court judgment through the back door. I repeat please, through the back door. There are undeniable facts rooted in the law and history which cannot be erased by propaganda, cultural rights, or forceful occupation. Current provocation. In recent times, the Amakosu of Ogbe-Ijoh and this cause, when I mean Amakosu, that is the monarch of Ogbe-Ijoh, and this cause, embodied by certain individuals in government, main government of Delta State, have sought to create unrest. If further unrest would have since criminal occupation and cultural incursion into areas such as Mila, Waterside, Main Market, and Makaiwa Market, where Ijoh gangs attempt to lay false claims. These actions, coupled with aggressive media propaganda, are a deliberate attempt to extend Ijoh influence and illegal into Warri South. If I may go further also, permit me to inform you that the Okere community is the first, I repeat please, is the first and largest community in Warri metropolis, founded since 1497 by a Benin warrior called Ekpen for short. And being the first and oldest indigenous community, the Okere community in Warri metropolis, we have virtually all infrastructures, governments, either pre-independence or post-independence. What I mean pre-independence, during the colonial era. And that is why we have one of the oldest prisons in Nigeria, lying and situated in Okere community. Is it post office? Is it the Orthodox churches? Is it the Catholic Church? Is it Anglican Church? Is it Faith Baptist Church? These are establishments. Okay, let's go to Warri GRA where they're laying claims. All the courts, they are in Okere community. Magistrates, districts, all establishments. Is it the General Hospital? They're all in Okere community. And let me just bring to your esteemed notice once more the most recent Federal High Court is still in Warri, here in Okere community. The faith they're claiming today, they are all leased out through the Onoma in trust of Okere people. So the area that laying claim that all Okere community land. The Miller Waterside you are saying about, if not for the crisis in 1997, they don't have anywhere. It was a crisis that brought them there. Miller Jetty is known as a jetty where Okere people take boats to Urubo, to Big Warri, and other adjoining riverine communities. So there's no gainsaying that they are coming to lay claim over that parcel of land. It remains and remains Okere community land. On the rule of government, we were miffed by the recent public statement by the Governor of Delta State, which suggests that true peace can be deterred till 2023. That is his governor's opinion. True peace is 2031, I beg your pardon. That is the governor's opinion. True peace is not the silence of injustice. It is the presence of justice, fairness, and respect for rule of law. I repeat, please, respect for rule of law. Where there is respect for rule of law, there will be peace and unity, because the law is a mirror of society. Leadership must confront injustice when it arises, not postpone for political convenience. Our call. We call on the Governor of Delta State and all relevant authorities to act with courage, integrity, and impartiality. Decisive government action is required to halt these illegal incursions, protect Warri South government area, and uphold the rule of law. Anything else is complicity in the erosion of justice and peace. We stand firm, we stand united, we stand ready to defend our land and our heritage. Long live the good people of the Okere community, long live Warri Kingdom, long live Delta State, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Three questions, and your question should border on what you've heard, not outside this conference, please. Thank you. So if you want to ask any question, we want to know.
And you know that when that statement was made in a particular various ceremonies that we bring in issue.
It's a panacea to peace and unity. Where you have judgments already established, Supreme Court is the apex court in Nigeria. If you have a judgment to Supreme Court, if you want to appeal, you better appeal to God Almighty, no other court in Nigeria. So that is the governor's opinion, but we are soliciting and begging him that he should try and sustain the rule of law. There are judgments stating that no parcel of land belongs to the Okere community. Like I said, the most recent judgment of 2013 with suit number W/277/2012. So the rule of law should be sustained. We appreciate the governor, the hardworking governor, in developing Delta State, a rapid development, but he should please sustain the rule of law. Thank you. Any other question, please? Please.
Communities or lands where they are positioned for the sake of clarity.
A licensed or registered surveyor that can give you the exact measurement of the place in question. But all we're after is where they has been claimed, where they have been paid themselves belongs to Okere community. We cannot not give it exact because we don't have the authority to give it exact. So if we give it exact, which means we are giving you what we are not supposed to give to you. Don't give what you don't have according to law, then never that will not happen. Thank you.
For clarity, there is only one creek in Warri on this aspect of it, which is known as the Okere Creek. The Okere Creek takes you from the Warri main river down to lower. You understand what I'm saying? So there's nothing like Okujo Creek in Warri Upper. The only creek you have in Warri Upper is Bobale Creek, which is the Maitaba River. The Okere Creek. That is just all.
If I may just
that brought this press conference to stay. We want to thank you, and we urge you to disseminate information accordingly. Thank you. So if you desire to have copies, we shall avail you. Thank you for coming.
They are tenants. And Okujo does not exist in Warri South. Okujo exists in Warri Southwest. Two, where they are occupying today, which is the Miller one side, they came there as refugees. We brought them as refugees during the Ogbe-Ijoh and Alaja crisis. I'm bold to say, the present king of Ogbe-Ijoh, myself, and a young man called Tom Boy, were both struggling to survive those who are still alive, to bring them to Miller water side. And to grant it all, the Delta State government is not encouraging peace. Why did I say so? They were settled for them to go back to where they came from. That is why Chief Mabiaku's estate, the Delta State government has taken it. They bought it. So the whole of that area right is owned by the Delta State government, which is supposed to be part of the central hospital. Then the other side, you have the custom, you have the old post office, which is known as My One. Then you have the marine police. The custom, the colonial building you are seeing there, the plank house, that is known as custom house. Then you go deep down, you get the marine police, just by the waterfront. The post office is just as the entry of that point. Then on the issue of Tunde Smooth Road, no. That road is Miller Brothers Road. It is Miller Brothers that was occupying that territory before John Holt came and took it over from Miller Brothers. Then from John Holt comes the Nigerian Port Authority, so, which is now known, formerly known as Old Port, but today Old Port and New Port coexist as one port. So the Ijohs of Ogbe-Ijoh, they are not, and they have never been. And to apply it again, in 1981, Ogbe-Ijoh and the Saba people protested that they want to go back to where they came from, which is Brutu local government area. And it was a bill that was sponsored by the Delta State government at that time. Then the member representing this constituency was DSTO Kwesu. He moved the motion for them to be relocated back to Brutu local government area. In 1983, they started protesting again in Brutu that they want to come back to Warri local government to come and join their brothers and sisters where they were having first-class treatment. So at the end of the day, General Seni of blessed memory, who was then the governor of Benin State, brought them back to Warri local government before it was split into Warri South and Warri North. So they have never been an authority in Warri Urban. Warri Urban is split into two areas. You have the Okere, which is the oldest indigenous community, and nobody can argue that. Nobody can argue that. Warri belongs to us, GRA belongs to us, post office belongs to us, the Catholic Church belongs to us. God bless you.